was really excited for Don't Breathe. The trailers looked great, Stephen Lang is always great, and for the most part, it is great. There are, however, some very critical flaws.
Wait, is he blind?
Messed up to rob a blind guy, isn't it?
Just because he's blind don't mean he's insane, bro.
Guys, money's probably in there.
Who's there?
The premise is simple. 3 kids break into a blind man's house to steal some money, $300,000 to be exact. Said blind man turns out to be a little bit on the crazy side and starts to hunt them down. As far as characters go, Stephen Lang is the only one with any substance, really. He's scary and he's out for blood, and I mean, you would be too if someone stole $300,000 from you. However, they do some things to his character in the third act that really don't work and really bog down the movie, for me at least. And I think I'll touch on that again later on in the review. The 3 kids' characters really have nothing going for them. In fact, I was actually waiting for one of them to die. He's the one you see die in the trailers, and I was just waiting for that part of a movie. He's a douche, and not in a good, likable sort of way.
Stay right there.
How many of you are there?
It's just me, man, alright? Just let me go, please. Okay, I swear to God.
The other male kid in this movie just felt bland. He had nothing to his character. I guess he was the more reluctant one, but other than that, I really felt nothing for this kid. The girl is the most developed, having a tragic backstory in this movie, and besides that, she's not really given any actual development. The movie has very little dialogue, so none of these characters are really allowed to shine. And I think due to my apathy towards these characters, the movie really failed to scare me that much. I have to admit that when I got home and my house was dark, I was a little spooked walking around by myself. But during the movie, when I was at the theater, none of the jump scares really clicked with me, and I wasn't that uneasy. The sound design and the shots in this movie are very well done, and that's actually what gives the movie most of its creepy vibe. There's a scene in the movie where Lang's character turns out the lights on them, and they're just trying to find their way in the dark, and it's by far the best scene in the movie. You can see it in the trailer, and it's pretty awesome.
Now you're gonna see what I see.
Now, the thing I mentioned before about Stephen Lang's character might be a bit of a spoiler, so I'll just talk about it as vaguely as possible here. Basically, he's given a very dark reveal in the final act of the movie to make his character more intimidating, and this feels very unnecessary. Like, I preferred it when he was just a badass trying to protect his house and his money, a little bit on the deranged side, but when he goes full maniac, it's just weird. It doesn't feel right for the movie, and I really don't know why they bothered including it. It felt tacked on and useless. Overall, I didn't hate this movie. In fact, I would actually like to watch it again. The movie does achieve the simple yet creepy horror story it was going for, just not at the high level that I would have liked. So overall, I'm going to give this one a 3.2 out of 5 stars. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share. And remember, steal the show.